out the gate that the roads are fine. Maybe some water on the way from Hakanata to Third Bridge, but the rest of the roads are fine.
Before proceeding west to Hakanata, I wanted to check the eastern part of Moremi, which is basically the southern bank of the River Kwai.
It seems that all the elephants that we saw in the River Kwai are here when they leave the river. They come to Moremi. Because in Kwai, when you drive away from the river, you don't see many elephants. But here you see elephants everywhere.
After saying goodbye to my friends, it was time now to continue westbound, following the northern boundary of Moremi. On the cracked mud flats of a dry lagoon, stranded fish left behind by the retreating waters have become an easy meal for the raptors. There are so many red leeches on this side of Moremi.
There is so much wildlife on the riverbanks. So far, if there's water on the road, there's always another road where you can go around it. So far, so good. There are many elephants on this road. Man, it is a big herd. They are all over the place. Everywhere you look at, there are elephants here.
I arrived to the first major water crossing. I saw that there was another car waiting, and it was a young couple. They were not feeling confident about crossing the water, and reluctantly they said if I could help them. So I told them, okay, you go first, and in case you get stuck, I'll pull you out with my winch. But they managed to cross, and since they were also going on the same direction, we decided to team up the rest of the way to Takanaka.
Is it okay if we just follow you and if they have no spot available?
Sure.
Shortly after, there is a section of deep sand, and when I looked on the rear view mirror, I saw that they were gone. So I decided to turn around and go back for them. It turned out that their tire pressure was too high and they were stuck in sand. So now it was time to use the max tracks and one of the ropes and to try to pull them out.
No, no. All right. The closer you get to Takanaka, the worse the road gets. The road meets that other road that comes from Southgate, and hopefully will be better. But there was a part in there that was very sandy, and this young couple got stuck in sand, and we had to do a little recovery there.
This is the last part before arriving to Takanaka, and the road is definitely much better with just a few parts of deep sand. There aren't any other water crossings, and the road just goes through a forest like this.
Well, first game drive in the afternoon, and 2 lions already. The elephants were all around campsite last night. The campsite is right in front of the water, and you can hear them walking through the water all night. There's still a lot of water on the delta on this side of Moremi. This is basically the northern parts of Moremi from Takanaka to the west. And you can see there's a lot of water and some roads are flooded. So I don't want to cross deep water, and I don't know if there's something on the other side that justifies crossing it. So I'll stay on this side, and I just will cross water when it's necessary. This is absolutely beautiful. It's so quiet here. It looks like a painting. And it seems that it's not that deep. But look at those hippos and you do the math.
Driving on the northern part of Moremi was getting complicated. I found many flooded roads and some water crossings were deep. Getting stuck in water or mud is never fun, but if it happens in a place like Moremi, with its abundant wildlife, it could be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, some water crossings are very deep. I don't want to get in there.
One of my strongest memories of Moremi was its vast buffalo herds, and I had been hoping to find them again. And then, suddenly, there they were. The herd was crossing right in front of my vehicle, hundreds of them moving steadily across the floodplain. I slowed down, just watching as they kept coming, wave after wave, their numbers seeming to have no end. Sitting there in the middle of it, I felt small but deeply connected, part of something much larger than myself. It was one of those rare moments where the wilderness takes over completely, and all you can do is take it in.
Yeah, this is huge. This is huge. Buffaloes everywhere. There are hundreds, huh? These buffaloes are really used to see cars around. You see how relaxed they are. Maybe the closest one to the car keeping an eye on me, but the rest is just moving around, relaxed. That is a clear no-no. This is the road that goes to Death Tree Island, and I wanted to go all the way there, but I think this is as far as you can get. The water crossing here. No, I don't think that crossing here is a very good idea. Probably somebody will try it. Probably somebody will do, but I don't think it's a good idea. So the Dead Tree Island, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to show you. But heading back south turned into a challenge. More and more water crossings lay ahead. Alone, with no clear idea of what the road was really like, every crossing felt like a gamble. And the unease started to grow. This part is a maze. There's roads going everywhere. and you have a water crossing here, and then you pass and think you're on the other side of the water, and then you get to some water again, and then you get to a road that it's closed, and then you have to come back. It's really a mess here.
Another water crossing, and as I step out of the truck to check the water level, an elephant suddenly trumpets just a few meters away. Definitely not the best time, buddy.
That's the elephant. It looks a lot smaller when you are inside the car.
I spotted a car watching a leopard near a floodplain, so I parked at a respectful distance to enjoy the sight. It was a female with her cub, lingering not too far from her side.
There is a leopard cub there.
Soon more large vehicles arrived, but some got too close, making the leopard visibly uneasy. Each time a car pressed forward, she would move off, clearly bothered by the intrusion. Then the unexpected happened. After the last vehicle pulled up just a few meters from her, she chose to walk away, only this time straight towards me. To my amazement, she came around to the back of my truck. At first I couldn't see her, but then I realized she had settled right next to my left rear wheel. She remained there calmly, even as other cars gathered to watch.
The leopard is come beneath my car to sleep, so I cannot move because it's resting there.
The guide signaled for me not to move, but I wouldn't have anyway. For me, this was one of the absolute highlights of my journey through Botswana. A white leopard choosing to rest by my side.
I can stay all day here with her. You can hear her panting. It's so close. It is pretty cool.
I stayed still, savoring every second of that extraordinary moment, as long as she was willing to share her presence with me.
She killed an impala 2 days ago. It's half eaten, somewhere there, hidden in the grass, and that's why she still stays here with a cub. I thought I would like to have a picture or a video, but all the cars around here are large cars, and suddenly my friends all the way from South Camp just appeared and waved me, and they are taking pictures. This is just amazing. It's only once in a lifetime, and the chance of having the picture is also once in a lifetime, because they came all the way from South Camp, which is 50 kilometers from here. She finally walked away because the sun is high and now the shade is small, but it was awesome.